this is Samantha here from Recipescom and the voice behind the popular kitchen gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I'm going to be showing you how to cook in your air fry oven a boneless ham joint, or if you live in the UK you would call this gammon. But regardless of what you call it, you'll love how delicious it comes together and how it rotates easily using an air fryer oven. You know, from personal choice, out of all the different rotisserie meats, this is what we chose to eat last Christmas because it's our all-time favourite. So let's get started, shall we? As well as this recipe, we have more than 1,000 recipes for you to choose from over at Recipescom, with a common theme of cooked with kitchen gadgets. We have air fryer recipes, instant pot recipes, slow cooker recipes, soup maker recipes, bread machine recipes and many others. We can't wait to see you over there to check out the rest of our collection. So we've removed the ham from the packaging. It is a smoked one, so it's slightly different to the one that we've got over on Recipescom. And the next job is to score it. You just want it so that you can be getting some of your marinade into the ham and it's just not just on the crust. I recommend you give it a good scoring, and then the same again on the other side, just so that you can get those lovely flavours in. So now once you've scored it, it's time to mix your marinade. The marinade we are making is my all-time favourite, and it's honey, mustard and garlic. I just hate it with the effort you have to make to squeeze the honey. I much prefer it in the jar, but I've run out of my jar, so I'm using this one instead. And then of course some mustard. You can use any kind of mustard you want. I'm just using this one because it's all I've got in right now. And I'm not going out buying a special mustard just for one recipe. And then in goes the garlic. And then give it a good mix. And there you have it. And then what you want to be doing now is getting your meat and adding a bit of the marinade. I always use my hands for this because you get a much better even coating. I know a lot of people are too shy to use the hands in recipes, but it really does make a good difference. And then same again on the other side. As you can see, depending on the size of your ham, or maybe you call it gammon, you know, you don't really need a lot, and I always go for roughly equal amounts of garlic, mustard and honey. And then you've got it there, and as you can see, it's nicely mixed in. And now it's over to Dominic because he's going to be adding the skewers and we're going to be getting it set to go in the air fry oven. So now it's about getting your skewers in. The problem we have, and we have this problem every time we cook meat in the air fryer oven, is that we never seem to have the same weight. You know, I know that the recipe that we actually have for this on the blog is a much smaller version than this. And also this one is smoked and our original one wasn't. So we're all in that position, aren't we, where our ham or our gammon or even our beef or chicken is never the same size every time. But these rotisserie skewers are fantastic, and they can actually handle it if your meat is a bit bigger than the previous time. And as you can see, he's putting the skewer inside it and then he's attaching the clips on either side. So that's so that when it's in the air fry oven, it'll just clip on and it won't fall off, and it'll perfectly rotisserie for you, rotate for you, and then you'll have a lovely gammon. You may be wondering what gammon actually is. Well, gammon is basically cured ham. It's what the English call a ham joint before it's been cooked. Once it's cooked in England, it becomes ham, but the raw version starts off as gammon. as you can see, Dominic's placing in our air fryer oven. I should point out our ham that we're cooking here is actually double the size of the one that's on the blog. The one that's on the blog is easily done in 40 minutes, so we're going to put this one on for an hour instead. And then we're just going to see how it is and see if it needs any longer. So we're going for 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit, and we're going with a cook time of an hour. And now we're just waiting for it to beep. And it's on rotisserie, so as you can see, it's already doing its thing. And the air fryer's beeped, and now it's just doing its last cool down, and then we can open it up and check on our ham. And we beeped. Dominic's going to open it and we'll check on it. And wow, that honey ham looks absolutely delicious, and we can't wait to get it out and cut into it. So now we've got it out and it's time to remove the rods and check on the ham. Note you'll need a tea towel or some oven gloves because they do get very hot. And note that we mentioned that we were cooking it for an hour. We actually added an extra 20 minutes because, like I say, on our original one that's on Recipescom, it's for 40 minutes. And that one was half the size of this one. Because what I do, because as Dominic says, I'm very tight with money, is I often buy these ones at Christmas time when they're reduced in price, and I normally half them, and then it does 2 separate occasions. So that's why the one on the blog is much smaller than this one. But like I say, if you've got a bigger one, just increase the cook time and just check on it a bit. And as you can see, that ham is perfectly cooked. And perfect for a quick Sunday dinner, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, or whenever it is you fancy some ham. And wow, we can't wait to tuck in. So this is our ham all sliced up, courtesy of Dominic. It's very sweet to chop it all for me. And just look at how lovely it looks. I cannot believe how much this has made. Bearing in mind that we've also got a dog, me and my husband have tucked in a little bit already, and this is what's left. So this is still a brilliant portion for everyday meals. So let's see how it tastes, shall we? That is very, very nice. I never really liked ham until I was in my 20s, and this is just absolutely lovely. If you just want a really simple way to cook ham for your roast dinners, then this is how it's done. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.